It just goes to show that no matter what I do, I can't be right. This guy named King Orange Cat, he asked me to make some vlogs. So I do. I talk about what's going on in my mind and in my life. But then I get called a child because I talk about these problems I have that I don't have solutions for. And a lot of people have the same problems as me. I'm not the only person that has these problems. Okay? I'm not the only person who's in a relationship with a woman who just will never be satisfied with me no matter what I do. Like, I can do everything that she says and she'll still be mad at me for something. It's like, just like all these other people in my life. They act like they want something from me. They want me to do these things, like make videos. They tell me, make videos. And then I do. I get criticized for making videos. For talking about stuff, for making a vlog. That's what they wanted me to do. They asked for that shit. They asked for me to make a vlog. So I do. And then what I get? I just get criticism for even trying. So then what's the point of trying then? What's the point of even making videos? Why am I even on YouTube anyways? I never got a damn single thing out of YouTube. Yeah, I keep putting in effort every day, making videos. Because that's what people said you have to do to be successful. You gotta make videos every day. So I've been doing that shit. But yet everyone acts like, oh, you're just complaining. Well, yeah, I am complaining because there's nothing else I can do but complain. If I could fix all these problems, I wouldn't be talking about it. Would I? No, I wouldn't. I'd be just fixing that. But no, I'm in a situation where I cannot fix any of the problems I have. Alright? And neither can anyone. Just because you act like you got your shit together doesn't mean you don't got problems too that you need to fix. I've been trying to fix my problems too, but I can't. Alright, I've been trying my best to make my girl satisfied, and I can't. And she's the only reason that I even want to be alive, and I don't even have that because I can't even deal with her anymore, and she can't deal with me. She keeps calling me and acting like I gotta come over to her place, and then every time I do, she finds some reason to be mad at me. It's like, it's better that I just don't even be alive, because no matter what I do, people are gonna be mad at me for something. It's best that I don't even be alive then, And no, YouTube, I'm not saying I'm gonna kill myself because I know what you ought to do. You're gonna send some cops over here and arrest me just for not wanting to live. So I'm not saying that. Get that shit clear in your head. I'm not trying to kill myself, but if I do end up dead, then I don't care. It really doesn't matter if I live or die. It's not like I need to live. All right. I'm not insinuating anything. If something just happens to me and I'm not alive the next day, just know I try my best. But shit happens, okay? I can't act like I have everything under control in my life. I can't keep saying I'm all right, okay? Everyone asks me how I'm doing. And then when I say I'm all right, I feel like I'm betraying myself by saying I'm all right. So I'm obligated to say something, because if I don't, it's just festering inside of me, all these problems I have. I have to talk about it somewhere, so I talk about it on YouTube. And yeah, I get called a child for talking about problems that I had, that a lot of other people have. I'm not the only person who's unemployed right now. I'm not the only person who has a girlfriend who's unappreciative of everything I do. Alright? I'm not the only person that's going through court. Alright? And having to deal with all the stress of having to go there. Okay, but everyone acts like I'm the only one dealing with this shit, and I'm the only one, and that I'm complaining about this shit, and that they have worse problems. You don't know what I go through, okay? You have never been in my life. If you haven't been around long enough to see how much effort I put into my YouTube channel, then you don't even have any right to talk. Because I put so much effort. I've done this for years, okay? I've done YouTube for many years. And all I've ever got, the whole time I've ever made YouTube videos, was negative criticism about me. They always act like if I just do this or that, I'll change my life. And then I do those things and then nothing happens and nothing changes. Like everyone tried to tell me to do therapy. Then when I started doing therapy, nothing ever changed. So what does it fucking matter? I don't need people telling me what to do, okay? Because obviously, even if I did the things that you tell me to do, I would still be wrong. I would still you still act like I'm not doing enough. Like going to all this court and PS, group therapy and all this shit is not enough. As if I can handle getting a job on top of that, when I don't have a way of getting to my jobs, and most of the jobs I apply for are super far away. If there was a job close enough by that I could walk there, then yes, I would get a job. It's not like I wouldn't, okay? If there was a job close enough by that didn't interfere with all my court shit, I would get a job. But every time I look for a job, it's never anywhere close by. It always requires a car. And what am I supposed to do? Just magically make a car appear? No, you can't do that. You can't just make a car magically appear. You have to have money for that. And as long as I don't have money for that, I cannot make a car appear. People say, oh, just take a bus. Well, the bus doesn't run past a certain time. And there's jobs that make you work past a certain time. All right? So, unless I get a job that's perfectly on the schedule with the buses, and the buses and the buses can get me there on time, I can't get a job. All right? And I've been on buses. Buses take super long to get anywhere because they stop at all these places. They're stopping at all these places. All right? They don't go from point A to point B. They don't go straight to your job. So if you want to get anywhere on the bus, you have to be prepared to wait 2 hours sometimes just to get to your job. So that takes up to 4 hours that you're just busy commuting, and then you're at your job for however long it is. Do you think I want to waste that much time on a bus, sitting around on a bus just to get to my job? No, I don't. Especially when I have other shit I have to do. They make me have all these other appointments too that I have to do. I have to go to therapy now, and that takes up my time too. So along with this court shit and therapy, and having to spend time with my ungrateful girlfriend who never even appreciates me when I do spend time with her, I don't have any time left over to do anything. I don't even barely have time to work out anymore. I used to have all the time in the world to work out. Back then, I was happier, okay? I might have been a lot more mad, but I was still happier too, dog. Now I'm not even happy at all. Now I'm just mad and depressed. So it's not like anything got better. Everyone acts like oh, you got better or something. Like people that I'm talking to act like, oh, you got better. No, I didn't get better. If I got better, I wouldn't even be complaining about these problems, okay? The problems I have, I still have, okay? There's nothing got better, okay? The only thing that happened is everything got worse. I used to have all the free time to work out as much as I want, and I was in good shape, dog. I was in great shape actually, okay? And I felt good about myself. I felt I could look in the mirror and actually like what I see. Now I can't even do that because they've taken up all my time with stupid bullshit that doesn't make my life any better. If they had just left me alone, just let me train in my apartment, there would be no issues. All right? I mean, there might be some issues, yes, but it wouldn't be. They can't fix it anyways. They can't fix my issues anyways. So why act like they're going to try to fix it anyways? The best I could do to fix my problems was exercising and making YouTube videos, okay? That was the most I could do to fix my life, okay? And if it didn't fix my life, then oh well. All right? I've already tried everything, okay? Everything that they've told me, I've tried, all right? So don't act like I'm being a child just because I want to complain about shit because I have nothing better to do with my time. All right? If there was something I could do to change my life, I'd be doing that right now, okay? Believe me. If there was something I could do to change my life, I would be doing that right now. You wouldn't even see any YouTube videos because I'd be busy living my life. But no, I don't have a life, okay? Because that was taken away from me by everybody else. Everybody who's been in my life has ruined my life. Made my life a living hell. So the most I could do is make these fucking YouTube videos. So if you don't like it, just don't watch it. Alright? If you don't like my videos, if you think I'm being a child, then don't even watch my videos. I don't even know why you watch my videos anyways. That's all I ever do in my videos anyways. I mean, have I Has there ever been a solution that has ever worked that I've tried? No. Has there ever been any advice that I've taken that's worked, that's actually worked for me? No. And I've tried a lot of these things, okay? They act like, oh, if you just try harder, your life's gonna get better. Okay, well, how come every time I've tried to get a job, I've only got people saying no, they're looking for someone else. Every time I try. So you just want me to keep trying to keep getting the same response? Because isn't that the definition of insanity? Repeating the same thing over and over again, and getting the same result. If I just keep doing the same thing over and over, it's just going to keep getting the same result. So the natural response is to try something different. So I've tried different things. I've tried all the different things that they told me to do. I tried the YouTube, okay? I tried to make something happen with YouTube because that's all I'm actually good at doing is making videos. But even that I'm apparently not that good at because people still want to act like my content's boring now. What? Because I don't do drugs anymore? Because that's all my content was good for, was smoking weed too, and now I don't do drugs anymore. That's why my content's doing bad now. Because that's what someone else told me. Because I'm not making less smokes anymore. Oh, that's why my content's doing bad. What? Because I don't have the ability to smoke weed anymore because court makes me not smoke, and because it fucks with my lungs. That's why my channel's not doing good. Okay, well then just don't watch it then. Don't even comment on it then. I'd be glad if nobody ever comments on my channel anyways, because it's better that way. You know, I don't like just the only comments I get is some negative shit from somebody that's supposed to be supportive. People that I thought were supportive are actually just haters. I'm sorry to say, but that's actually what y'all are. If y'all think calling me childish is helping me and saying grow up, that's what I get from everyone already, from my girlfriend. You think I need more shit from people telling me I need to grow up? As if I haven't tried everything already? As if I haven't tried to grow up? As if I haven't done all the things they told me to do and still been met with failure? At some point or other, everyone gives up, okay? I don't care who you are. If all you ever get is failure, no matter what you try, everyone gives up, okay? I'm not the only person who's given up. There's tons of people. Look all over YouTube. There's tons of people on YouTube giving up. There's tons of people. The rates of suicide is going up so much. And you act like I am supposed to act like everything's peachy and everything's just grand and everything's going my way and that everything's all right when you ask me how I'm doing. No, I don't want to say I'm all right. I want to admit the truth like I always do. Even though I get all this criticism for telling the truth, well, I'd rather say the truth than telling y'all lies and acting like I'm just doing fine and that I got everything under control. My life is perfect. Is that what you want me to hear? Is that what you want to hear? Is that everything's going fine in my life and that I've gotten everything figured out and I'm rich and all that shit? You want to hear all that shit? I know y'all want to hear that, but I can't do nothing about that. Okay, I'm in a situation where I cannot do anything about it. All right. Why do you think I'm seeking help from fucking strangers? It's because I have no ability to do these things. I'm only capable of doing certain things that I'm already good at. I'm not good at all this adult shit that y'all like to push in my face and act like I'm just a child because I'm not doing this shit. Because all that shit stresses me the fuck out. And when I get stressed out, I just shut down. Because I don't know the solution to these problems. And constantly getting me to do this shit is not helping me. Making me do all the things that making me do all this shit just to say that I'm not doing enough. And even when I do the things you tell me to do, you still like to act like that's not enough. Like Kelly. Even when whenever she tells me to do something, I do it. But then she acts like I'm not doing enough. Because I don't do everything on her list. But guess what? I have other things I have to do. I don't have all the time in the world to do all this other shit. That's not even important to me anyways. I do it because it makes her happy. But I'm not going to spend all my fucking time doing this shit when I have other shit that makes me happy. I don't want to do the shit that doesn't make me happy. I want to do the shit that makes me happy. And what makes me happy? Working out, okay? Because when I can look good and be in good shape, that's what makes me happy. And so if I do that and I don't do the other shit because I'm doing that at the time, because I'm working out at the time, and I don't have time to do both things, I can't both work out and also do everything on this fucking list and all these things that everyone wants me to do. No. I want to do what I want to do, okay? Because it's my life. And why am I supposed to do all this shit that I don't want to do? And that's all I have to do with my life. It's just doing shit I don't want to do. Then what's the point of living then? What's the point of living then? If all you get to do is shit you don't want to do. The second I find something I enjoy, I get cut off from doing that because I have other shit I have to do. Even though I'd rather work out. I'd rather, get in good shape because that's what made me happy in the past. When I was working out, when I was in good shape, I was happy, okay? You could even see in my videos, I had a smile on my face. Do you ever see me have a smile on my face anymore? No. And every time I do even have a smile on my face when I'm around Kelly, she makes me feel bad for being happy. Because I find something that I enjoy doing. Or I find something that makes me happy, okay? So then you shame me for being happy, and then you also shame me for being depressed. That's why I say it. I can't win. No matter what the fuck I do. Just like I said about making these videos. When I make shorts, I'm wrong for that. I get told, it's not the best content. So then I make a long video, and then people act like, I'm just complaining. Well, what am I even supposed to do with my videos then, huh? What do you want me to do with my videos then, huh? Because you complain about me exercising too in my videos. You also complain about me exercising in my videos. So when I'm not talking about my problems and when I'm exercising my videos, you always make fun of me for working out. And you say it's boring. Well, guess what? I know it's not that entertaining, dog. I'm not even saying that it gives me that much joy, but it gives me more joy than doing these other things. At least I'm somewhat good at exercising. But all this other shit I'm not good at. And I'm not going to pretend I'm good at this shit when I'm not. Because people are going to be calling me out on that shit, saying, you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you're damn right I don't know what I'm doing. But how am I supposed to know what I'm doing? Nobody ever teaches me how to do anything. They expect me to just automatically know how to do things. And when I try to figure this shit out myself, people act like, you're supposed to follow our advice. Well, I try to follow your advice, and I still can't get the things that you do done. You apparently can do that, okay? All y'all motherfuckers apparently can do that. Apparently y'all got all your problems figured out, and you're just perfect human beings. And you can just get everything fixed, and you don't have any problems, and that's why you hate me talking about my problems. Well, newsflash, not everyone has the ability to fix their problems, okay? If I did, you wouldn't even see videos, okay? Because there'd be no reason to talk. If everything was just going fine in my life, it'd just be a one-sentence conversation, okay? One-sentence conversation. Just like when you say how I'm doing, I have to say, I'm all right. Yeah, because when I say that, there's nothing to talk about after that point. How I wish it was like that. How I wish I could just, have something going on in my life besides YouTube. But this is the one place I go where I feel like I can talk about my problems, but even there I can't talk about my problems. And I'm not saying that you can't say constructive criticism, but tell me that I'm being a petulant child and that I have to just grow up. Like, that's not helping me one bit, okay? That's not helping me one bit. You think I haven't been told that in the past so many times by people that don't understand my situation at all? If you've got everything figured out, then go ahead. Give me the solution. But if you're not giving me a solution and you're just telling me to grow up, that's not helping me at all. So that's not constructive criticism. That's just negative criticism. And I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for actual help if you actually can help me. And the way you can help me, donate me some money. That way I can start paying my bills and I can use YouTube as my way of supporting myself. All right, if you donate to my Cash App, that's helping me. But you giving me all this negative criticism is not helping me. All right, that's not helping me. Because I've been trying my best to make my YouTube channel make money, okay, and it hasn't. Did I ever give up on it? No. I'm still making videos, aren't I? But yet you still act like I'm not trying hard. I still make videos. I still do that shit even to this day, even though it hasn't made me hardly any money. So have I given up then? No. Do I want to give up? Yes. Do I want to keep doing this shit when it's not getting me any results, no matter what the fuck I do? Because it does seem like I'm insane for doing that. But if I give up, y'all gonna say, "Oh, you're giving up too easily," as if I haven't tried this, as if I haven't been on this platform for years now, to no avail. And I've tried all the kinds of different content. Okay, so don't act like this. Don't act like I haven't tried a bunch of different content, okay? I did knife throwing content, I did basketball content, I did fucking push-up content, exercise content, smoking content, drinking content. I did all that shit back in the day. So I don't want to act like, I don't want you to act like I'm not doing anything with my life, that I haven't tried to do all these things with my life. Okay, I've tried. But just because I try doesn't mean I win at things, okay? You can act like you just gotta try harder, but no. That's not how it works. Because if that was the case, there would be so many more people less miserable, less depressed, happy people. There'd be way more happy people if life was just about putting in effort. Because I can put in effort, okay? It's not easy being consistent with YouTube and constantly posting every day, even though I got all this other shit I have to do. Finding the time just to post a video is hard to do when I have all this other shit I have to do for court. And I got all this shit I gotta do to make my girl happy. I mean, she literally makes me clean her house for her when I'm over there. I can't even take a break. As soon as I start doing something, she's got me doing something else that I don't want to do. And I do it. But then she acts like I'm still not doing enough. Even after I do all these things that she tells me to do, she still acts like I'm not doing enough. Well, sorry, I got my own life, okay? I'm doing the one thing I enjoy doing the most, which is exercising, okay? Even if that looks boring to you, and I know it's boring. I'm not acting like it isn't. But that's the only thing I seem to enjoy is exercising. That's the only thing that I've gotten figured out in this whole life is exercising, okay? I don't have anything else figured out, okay? But I know how to get in good shape because I used to be in good shape, okay? Back when that's all I used to do, that's what I do with my time, okay? So don't act like I have to do all this other shit with my time when that's not even important to me, okay? I'm not saying it isn't important to make you happy, Kelly, but honestly, dude, am I happy just constantly doing everything that I don't want to do and never having the time to do what I want to do, which is working out, because that's the only thing I'm actually good at? If I was good at all these other things, yeah, I'd be doing all these other things, okay? If I was good at them. But every time I do anything, you say I'm doing it wrong, okay? You always act like I'm doing it wrong, so why even do it? Because even when I try to do the things that you want me to do, you act like I'm not doing it the right way, so then what's the point of doing it then? Why can't I just do what I'm actually good at then? You know? Because I at least got to be able to do handstand push-ups. That was one proud accomplishment that I've done with my life. And if that's all I can do with my life is working out, then at least I want to do that with the remainder of my life. I don't want to spend the remainder of my life being unhappy and miserable with people that are unappreciative of me and just want to criticize me no matter what I do. I want to be with, the only people I want to be with are people that are supportive, people that support what I'm into, okay? And don't try to tear me down for being extremely into exercise and having an obsession with exercise. Because that's what all these doctors do. They criticize me and they say that I'm obsessed with working out because that's all there is that I enjoy. Is there anything else that is enjoyable in this life? No, not to me there is. Everything else I've tried to do, I haven't enjoyed it one bit. But when I work out, I feel good. When I drink caffeine and I work out, I feel good. Okay? When I sleep, I feel good. Can I just do that with my life? Do I have to do all these other things? Apparently so. Because they don't give me a choice. Just like they don't give y'all a choice. Y'all just have to do it because we're all just told to do these things. And then you get on me because I don't want to do these things. Because I'm the one person that wants to talk about why we even do these things in the first place. I mean, why? Because we're doing all these things for other people, doing all these things we hate in our life, all because that's what's supposed to happen in our life. We're supposed to work for these other people. We're supposed to work for a boss that hates our guts. We're supposed to try to make a girl happy who will never be happy no matter what we do. We're supposed to fulfill our obligations to the court or they arrest us. You know? But when are we ever able to do what we want to do? That's what I'm asking. Because if we were able to actually do what we wanted to do, none of us would be miserable, okay? Everyone would be happy. But because we're always forced to do the things we hate doing, and that's what we're all supposed to do, and anybody who talks about these problems and talks about why the world is the way it is and what we can do to change the world and make it a better place, all the people like me get made fun of and we get criticized because we're not trying to be a part of their programming. We're not trying to be a part of their stupid fucking system that we don't want anything to do with. So okay, if you want to criticize me from now on, just don't even do it. Because I'm not here to argue with people anymore about stupid shit, no. If you don't agree with me, then that's fine. Don't even say anything. Because I'm tired of all these people telling me I'm wrong for even expressing my point of view. It's one thing to have a different point of view, but you don't have to call me names like childish or all these other bullshit you've called me in the past. You don't have to call me that if you don't agree with me. All right? I know I'm not as adult-ish as you are, okay? I know I don't have all my problems figured out. Because apparently you are so perfect and you have all your problems figured out. And that's why you can call me a child. But guess what? I've done a lot of other things on my channel. Alright? I've done up to 3,000 push-ups in one day on my channel. I've done 1,000 handstand push-ups in a day on my channel. Back on my old channel before I got taken down. And I had gone to 1,000 subscribers. So I've done shit, okay? So don't act like I never did anything to make my life better. I've tried, okay? I've done so much to try to make my life better. But nothing I've ever done has ever made my life better. So, if y'all actually think for a minute about what I'm going through, instead of thinking about how much different your life is and how you've gotten everything figured out because you're so smart, just realize not everybody is like that. Not everybody has their problems figured out. Doesn't make us childish. It just means we don't have the same resources you do. All right? Because everything costs money, okay? Just transporting places costs money. Even if you say take a bus, it costs money. All right, don't act like I'm supposed to have all these resources when I need money to have that, and I don't have a job to get that money. Okay, I'm just lucky my dad even supports me to even get any money. But it's not like it gives me all these resources that y'all have. Y'all just got lucky to even have those resources. All right, don't act like it's because you are harder worker than me. No, all right. I've done so much on my channel. So much that it's like, it got to the point where I don't even want to do any more of this shit. Because y'all just don't even appreciate me no matter what I do. So whatever, I don't care.